Hey guys, today I want to talk to you about panicking in-game. How do we know as players or as a team that we're panicking? What can we do about it and how can we overcome? Let's take a look. So we can start to identify when we're panicking in the middle of a game, when things start to feel like they're too rushed, right? Things start to feel like we're losing a bit of control. It kind of starts to spiral, like things that we were supposed to work on paper are now not working in reality. Things feel like they're going too fast. Like what just happened on that round? I have no idea. Like where did we fail? Things feel like they start to feel chaotic, right? Players or the whole team are starting to yell instead of to calmly communicate with like a high vibe energy. So a lot of yelling, a lot of chaos, and it starts small. It starts like too rushed energy, and then it grows into all the way up to like we have no control of what's going on right now. So there are different levels of panicking, right? It's very, very important to notice what panic looks like so we can deal with it. So if things have already spiraled and now we're fully chaotic mode and we're already panicking, this is not the time to try and do something preventative. You want to do something right now that is actionable. So if things are already chaotic, what I would recommend is to just simply take a breath. What does that do? You slow physically down. And what that does is that, see, momentum works on a base of energy. When it's very high momentum, it takes you up and up and up very quickly, and you can carry in the game. When it takes you down, the spiral is so powerful that if you don't physically, energetically, mentally, emotionally, everything about you needs to slow down in order to stop the gravity, the intensity of the negative momentum. So in order to slow down the negative momentum, you need to physically slow down. So you want to take a breath. Even if it loses you 2 seconds of the game, and then you can do something about it. Like we said, actionable. So you want to call a keyword like freeze, or let's do something to break the negative momentum. Then it allows us a space to regroup and think of something better that we can do. Now, in a more optimal way, we want to practice not getting into a panic mode. So how do we do that? So step number 1, you want to recognize what panic looks like. Step number 2, you really want to understand that it starts with your thoughts. And so once you dive into step number 2, you can really stop it from becoming a full-on blown panic mode. So it really depends on if you are aware of what you're thinking. See, panicking happens because at some point during the game, consciously or not consciously, we thought, holy crap, we're losing or something is happening, that we start to feel out of control. Then it starts to spiral, right? So the thoughts are, oh no, this is not my game. Oh, I missed that shot and my team is going to be angry at me, or I'm disappointing people, or what the hell was that? I didn't mean to do that. What a huge mistake. Or whatever that original thought came into your head and said, that's the thought that started everything to spiral and to become that huge spiral of momentum, putting you down in a negative way. So that's what started your panicking. So step number 2 is to really dive deep into the belief that you can catch that thought, that early thought in the beginning, and pay attention to it. And then we can do step number 3. So step number 3, after we caught our thought in step number 2 and made sure that it doesn't spiral, is to replace that thought. Now, it sounds hard, but you got to practice this to make it work. You want to refocus on something else. The focus should always be about what can I do instead of all the things that I cannot do. Like I cannot undo the mistake that I just made. I cannot control what my public thinks of me or my teammates think of me. I'm sure in my head that if I change my focus, they would want me to keep trying and keep playing at my best, no matter what kind of mistake I made. So it's simply a shift of focus. What can you focus on? You can focus on things that matter to you. If you feel like the thought says, oh, my aim is bad, go to your game sense. Encourage other people, support your teammates, be a proactive calmer in the game, right? So stop focusing so much on the aim, which is spiraling your thoughts down. If the thought says making a mistake, stop and let go of the mistake, and remind yourself of how many times you made a mistake. You bounce right back up, and all that matters is that you keep trying. Nobody in the team really cares about you making a mistake. They just want you to play free and for the sake of the team and for yourself. So it's simply a shift of focus to what truly matters to you. What matters to you? To be a team player. It matters to you to play at your best. It matters for you to improve today. It matters to you that you have control over your thoughts. Do what matters to you, and it'll be easier to shift your focus from the original negative thought. Now, step number 4 is to remind yourself how powerful you are in flow, in all the times that you've played and things did work out for you. And all of this negative thinking and panicking, remind yourself how it's literally killing your game. How it's ruining your game by you thinking this one simple thought that then spirals and spirals down and down and down and takes you with it until you can't find your way up anymore, and you just decide in your head, this game is over, we're losing. So remind yourself how powerful you are in flow, how this is ruining your game, and literally claim your game back. Claim control of how you're thinking. Claim control of how the new positive thoughts are giving you energy and giving you focus and giving you new purpose. And then that energy will allow you to carry through to a new momentum that will take you up and up and up and up into flow. Okay, so practice that original thought, catch it, refocus it, and then remind yourself how powerful you are in flow, how this negative thinking is kind of killing your game and you don't want that. And you'll be able to reclaim your order and not panic in the game as an individual or as a team. So what have we learned today? We learned that what panicking looks like, that it's killing your game, that you have control over your own mindset and your own thoughts, and that you can choose where you put your focus. If you practice it, it will become easier, and then in big matches, times when this really counts, you will be able to pull it off. And this will be the building block of how you can mentally come back in harder and harder times and in harder and harder games. Just remember this, overthinking is never the answer. You want to ease back down into flow. That's always the fastest, best way that you can play and perform at your highest level. Practice not panicking, guys, and let me know how it goes. Good luck.